Hello again, everybody. This is your favorite YouTuber, Romeo, once again doing another episode of Romeo's Discussions. And today, I've been a little bit busy, after work. I decided to catch up on a little bit of Destiny, which I've been thoroughly playing for the last 4 hours, 5 hours. So I decided to take a break and talk about a little bit of news that's been in, and it involves whether or not Robert Downey Jr. wishes to continue with the Iron Man franchise. The question is, will there be an Iron Man 4? And my main point for this is going to have to be why do we need an Iron Man 4? What purpose do we get other than we're going to give Marvel Studios another $4 billion just to go see Robert Downey Jr. having fun on an Iron Man set? I would have to say there are some smaller reasons as to why it probably won't get made and why it shouldn't be made. Why it shouldn't be made is because the Marvel Universe at this point has kind of wrapped up Iron Man's solo adventures, at least in this continuity. They can always recast him and reboot the series whenever Robert Downey Jr. decides to pass on the torch, if he ever decides to pass on the torch. The other thing is, I would have to say, the only problem with this is Robert Downey Jr. is only scheduled to do 2 more films, and he's already done Avengers Age of Ultron, which opens in May, and then he's only scheduled for Avengers 3, which they may even well just kill him off in Avengers 3. We don't know. They might kill him off in Avengers 2, and he might just have a cameo in Avengers 3. We don't know at this point. But it seems that it would be unlikely that Marvel would try and squeeze in an Iron Man 4 or 5, and God forbid, an Iron Man 6 with Robert Downey Jr. at this point. That's a total of 9 films for him. I mean, good job for him being that committed. I mean, Hugh Jackman's been pretty committed with Wolverine over the last 10, 15 years. But the only thing is that's been a very consistent series, whereas Iron Man has only had, sporadic instances of his films. We just wrapped up Iron Man 3 a little over a year ago, so it really wouldn't make sense for them to be like, oh, hey, yeah, he's, kind of retired, but he'll come back for his team up with the Avengers, but oh no, now he's back again for a 4th movie, because ching, oh, that's all we want. Another reason why this shouldn't happen is because I love Robert Downey Jr. I'm not trying to say this just to bash him or anything, but the guy charges Marvel way too much money. Granted, he is one of their most talented actors, and he's one of my personal favorites, but the guy charges them... Oh man, I can't even remember how much he made for Avengers. He made like $6 million off of that movie? Just alone, he made about, $4 to $6 million. Iron Man 3, I can't remember how much he made, but he's continuing to make more money than the other paid actors, which I think Marvel is kind of getting the hint that, maybe we should run his course with Avengers 3 and then, cut it, because, again, wonderful actor, he's perfect for that role, but I do believe that he should eventually pass on the torch and, give someone else a chance to be it. My vote would have to be Nathan Fillion, but that's just me. Now, I would have to say that my last point is that in Iron Man 4, 5, and 6, or at least in Iron Man 4, wouldn't really make sense in the continuity that they're going for, because, all of their films slated are going to be sequels or conclusions for their solo franchises. Like, there's going to be a Cap 3 and a Thor 3. Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth have not mentioned anything about going on beyond that, except for maybe Avengers 3. So why would they make an exception just to get Robert Downey Jr. to do an Iron Man 4, 5, and 6, whereas he would have had 6 films by the end of Avengers 3 under his belt just as Iron Man? I really don't think that we'll be seeing an Iron Man 4 in the future. It might be an Iron Man 4, but it could be construed as a reboot with a new actor and a new cast, a new plot, rather than rehashing what Robert Downey Jr. has been doing. Because, granted, wonderful performance, but after Iron Man 3, I really don't know where they would go with his character. But those are my thoughts on the idea of Iron Man 4 being made. Let me know what you all think in the comments below, and I will see you out there.